And the facts matter here. And last night we heard a plan from Kamala Harris to build on what they've already done, and an argument for why Donald Trump had politically killed an incredibly tough immigration bill, and he didn't have a good answer.
Do you know what's so ironic about that, though? And really, it's disingenuous from her, and I don't want to accuse you of this because you're just quoting her. What do you mean that's already working? It's not working. We've let in north of 10 million people, most of them illegal, and almost all of them not vetted, into this country. We've seen a spike in crime that involves illegal immigrants in this country. We've seen girls, particularly young girls and women, targeted in those very violent crimes. We cover them far too often, almost daily now. So when you say she's building on what's working, what in the world is she talking about, and why in the world are you quoting her? She's had 3.5 years to do what you say he just did with the stroke of a pen. What he did was reflexively put in perhaps a fraction of what Trump had, but they won't touch his policies that worked because they have his name on them. That's about as childish as a 3-year-old, and it's more dangerous. It's more dangerous than someone who has a gun in our head, because we can't even see it coming. We don't even know they're coming. We don't know who they are. So when you quote her for having done so much and building on that, that's really offensive, because we're living at a point where if she really wanted to fix it, she and her boss would have done it by now.
Very quickly, I want to move on. What I think is offensive is the Biden administration with Kamala Harris agreeing to an incredibly tough border bill that would have put more agents on the border.
The second tough border bill.
And Donald Trump killing it. Donald Trump killing it.
In all due respect,
Donald Trump killing it.
what you are doing in a debate, we call it this a red herring. You're saying, look over there.
It's true.
Look at this legislation.
It's true.
Donald Trump didn't need that legislation. The president has 212F authority to put forward an executive order to shut down the border.
But why say none of this?
You say that this worked because 3 years into it, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden did this. Well, they could have, on day one, not rolled back his 100 executive actions. But I think this whole discussion misses the most important part of the immigration debate last night. And here it was, Marie. When Donald Trump brought up migrant crime, which he is correct about, you have NYPD sources saying 75% of people arrested in Midtown Manhattan are migrants, 60% in Queens. That is the police department. The most important part of the debate was when David Muir looked at Kamala and said, how do you respond to migrant crime? She could have used that moment and said, Jocelyn Ngari, Laken Riley, I care about these women. Rachel Morin, a mother of 5. She didn't. You know what she did? She brought up Trump lawfare. She brought up Trump trials. Do not tell me she cares about a 12-year-old who got killed when she can't even say the name and she can't even answer migrant crime. She turns to Trump trials. She cares about lawfare, not your family.